Hey, guess what? It's Trekking Tuesday. Let's do the weather conditions real quick, shall we? I left the Mountaineer, 73 degrees. High today, 81. Wind out of the west, 6 to 9 mile an hour. Not a big deal. Some clouds in the sky, but no rain in the forecast. We all know how that works out. We're on a different spot on the river. I have a feeling with all the rain we've had, oh my God, the mosquitoes are out. It's going to be impossible to get into my shelter down there at that location. Just the stinging nettles are probably right about waist height right now, and I don't feel like fighting them. There is no trail where I'm going. I'm trying to figure out where I want to go. Here we go. Let's do this. I'm going to be sidetracked a lot today, friends. Where was I? Well, okay. There is an alternate route in. It does put an extra half mile onto my journey. Not a big deal. We'll try that next week. Today, I want to head over to the above ground earth rocket stove and fire it up for the second and last time. Usually after a couple of years, if I make anything out in the woods, shelter or anything, I go ahead and take it down and return the area back to the way it was when I found it. And that's what we're going to do. One little problem, the wind, I think, is going to be blowing the smoke across the road. So we got to be really careful because we won't be too far from there. The big thing is we just need to get there. As you can see, there's no trail. The trees have fallen over. And the vegetation has grown so high you can't really figure out where it is. Okay, I know where I'm at. And we're going to take a right by the illegal campfire. Well, would you look at that? It is still standing. I don't know how many years this has been up, but I'll tell you what, the unknown hiker did a hell of a job building it. And he used zero cordage at all. Let's give it a wiggle and see what happens. I think it's good. This is impressive. Okay, we're gonna stop there. Something I found interesting though, if you can see, there's a little fire pit here. And last time I was here, this wasn't like this. Somebody took 3 of the rocks and put them on this down tree. I wonder why. I don't know if they were going to save them for something or... I don't know. Weird. Oh, that's quartz. Oh, there might be some flint in there. Okay, that's probably why they saved them. Oh, this area is so overgrown. We need to go... yeah, somebody marked it too. Look at that. We need to go... as I make weird noises... over that way somewhere, I think. There it is. We made it. Whoop, going through the cobweb there. Let's take a look and see if anybody's been here. So far, so good. Man, everything's wet. Look at all the mosquitoes. Yeah, I have a feeling... uh-oh, she collapsed a little bit. We can fix that. This is going to be the first thing I fire up because there's so many freaking mosquitoes. It's just out of control. Let's find somewhere to put the pack. Uh-oh. Okay. Hang on a second. Let's put this down. Somebody has been here. It's been a while though, but they have been here. And that didn't float over. Let's check this again. No, it hasn't been fired up. Okay, interesting. Well, good thing we're taking this apart today. I'm looking at the canopy and I'm noticing I've got some serious problems I need to take care of. That is one of them right there. That's a deadfall. It's leaning up against that tree and I don't know how stable it is. That one is very close to falling. I got this one over here. Probably not a big deal. Let's go see how it is. I might just leave it. I'm not too worried about it. Let's see how. Yeah, it could probably be pulled down. I think we'll do this one first. But this one here, yeah, that's a very serious problem. Let me see what we got to work with here. I don't know. I don't even know if I can move it. Let's see. Oh, it's still in the ground. This one might be okay. This is not good. Yeah, that is definitely 100% got to go. Let's get this one first. That one came down with pretty much no effort. That one took a while. First I put the cordage up, and then it wasn't high enough, and I raised it a little bit higher and finally got her to snap free. This one's gonna have to come down. Yeah, this one is gonna be a little tricky. We cannot drag it out like I want, but I think if I shoot the mule tape to the tree, wrap it around there, and then when I get a good distance and give it a pull, it should start to bring it down. I got to be careful though, because I'm not exactly sure where it's going to fall. I don't want it to take out the rocket stove. I have got to give credit to my cameras. I beat the crap out of them and they keep working. This tree totally took that one out a minute ago. I've actually got plans for this guy. I've got an idea. I'll show you here in a minute. But first, I need to cut it free. Probably from right there. And then we got firewood. Unfortunately, I was looking at this little guy. Let's see. I think it's dead. Let's find out real quick. If not, I'm not going to touch it. But if it is, it's going. Oh, yeah. It's definitely dead. Yeah, it's not wet at all. I'll get a little deeper. Yeah, it's dry. Okay, so now this one's got to freaking go. Apparently, I'm doing landscaping at my camp today. Not a big deal. That one we can take down with a saw or machete. Probably a saw. Alright, let's take one more look-see up top. Let's see what we got going on. Alright, that one's good. That one's good. That one's not a threat. And what's over here? Alright, I think we've gotten rid of all the troublemakers. That really opened up the skyline. That is not good because all this vegetation now is going to grow like a weed. Anyway, we got that one down. Not a problem. This one, not a problem. Now I need, how long is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, about 7 foot. I need some 7-foot poles. I'm going to need 6 of them. And I think I can get the majority of them out of this tree that we took down. I've got them all cut, and this one is definitely freaking overkill. But they're all about roughly the same length. Now, I'm a little winded. Let's move them over there where I can actually work on them. They're now in groups of 3, and I've lined the bottoms up there and there. Now we're going to go up to the top and mark out what I think is going to be close to even. And the best thing to do with this, we're going to need about an inch. Yeah, I better get more than an inch. This should do it. Give that a quick mark here. So this will be a kind of a reference point where I need to go. That one. That's good. That's good. And mosquito attack. and this one, and we'll do the same on the other side. For this project, we are going to be using mule tape. I have built several shelters with it, and I'm impressed. I think the test on this one is either 1,200 or 1,500 pounds. Yeah, we're not gonna break it. Okay, so you're gonna ask me what kind of knots I'm tying. I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no clue. I call them bob knots. They work, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. All right, let's show you how I'm gonna do this. First, we need to weave these little guys together. So we definitely have to leave our tag end out. And we're gonna go around this guy, around this guy. Make sure we're lined up right, and we are, and things are going to tap and hurry. There we go. And then around this guy, the overkill log. We'll do this, I'm thinking 3 times, it'll be more than sufficient. Now, I know it looks really loose right now, but we're not going to worry about that. I'll show you why here in a minute. One more time. Like so. I think, to be honest with you, 2 is probably going to do it. I don't think we're going to need 3. Yeah, what the heck, I've got plenty of tape. It's not like I can't get any more. Alright. Okay, now. That'll work. Okay, now we're 3 times around. Next, I need to cut a little bit of this off. Oh, we're going to spaghetti. Look at that. Darn it. Alright. Make sure. All right, we're going to need roughly about, that should it. Next, we're going to run this through here like so. I probably should have elevated it. This is basically holding everything in place. I'm going to torque it down, and we're going to go around probably twice. Should do the job. What the heck. Let's keep the 3s going. Let's go 3 times. Like that. And we're going to do the same here. Get those lined up. And you notice it's still very loose. Yeah, one more time. Okay, next we're going to bring this to the tag end, which means I have to go around one more time over here so they line up right. I'm happy. We're going to tie another bob knot. I have no clue what it is, but they usually work. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. Okay, but it's still loose as heck. But how we're going to fix that, I'll show you. We're going to pick this up. I'm going to flip this over, and when I do that, it's going to torque this mule tape down and lock it into place, and it's not going anywhere. Okay, those are sturdy. I just climbed up on that one, and I weigh about 240. No problems, it held me. I think I've got the spacing out where I want. I'm not sure, we're gonna find out. Yeah, this tree's kinda in the way, but it'll be all right. Yeah, it's nice and tight. See how they've stretched into the wood here. Yeah, they have really torqued down. Look at that. Can't, oh my God, something bit me. Mosquitoes. Yeah, we're gonna have to get that fire started soon. Now, for the next part of the project, I'm gonna be using a new rain fly I found. And my hammock, and you guys are kind of getting the idea where I'm going with this, I bet. There's some straps. There's a hammock in there somewhere. And my hammock. And we're gonna set it up. Wow. This is one build that literally kicked my butt. Now, I could have turned the hyperlapse off, fixed it, started everything back up, and made it look like I did it in one take and everything went perfect. But by now, you guys know that is not who I am. So, let's take a look. Oh, my lance. Dismount. Ow, hit my head. Oh, there's something crawling up my armpit. Hang on. All right, we're good. So let's get started on everything that went wrong and then I had to fix. First, I had the tripods going the other direction with the legs facing forward. Wouldn't work. They kept sliding in the sand silt soil. I turned them around, put them down, and it started to work perfectly. But when I moved too quick, they would slide again. They'd kind of come in on each other, which of course you know it's going to happen because, well, I'm laying in a hammock and the force of the weight's pushing down and pulling the tripods in. So I went and grabbed a deadfall real quick, put it in between the two tripods. Worked great, but the poles were still sliding. I decided probably not a bad idea to put a safety line from here to that tree, which I did. Then I came over here and did the exact same thing from here to that tree. And they're not tied at all. They're just to keep the poles from sliding. So for the most part, it's holding itself together for the most part. To fix this problem would have been to make the tripods higher, put the straps on lower, which put that in the back and put the strap on, which would pull the center of gravity down more. And I hope this makes sense, and would not cause the poles to slide in like they did. And another thing, to bury the poles. As you can see, this one's already pretty much started burying itself because of my weight. See, it's already digging in. It would have held without the center section, but I went ahead and put it in anyway. Now, let's talk about the tarp. Never used this before. I found it in my gearbox. I decided, what the heck? Trying a brand new project, let's try a brand new tarp. It is freaking huge. I do not know what kind of tent that went on, but oh my freaking God. I like it with some mods. This is going to be a good hammock tarp, and it is in really good shape. I mean, we got our tie down here and here, which makes kind of a porch area like this right here. And of course, I've got it hooked up to these trees, and there's not a lot of tension on this at all, just enough to keep it up. And I'm kind of a little worried about that. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be okay. And then I tied it off to this emergency support line, or safety cable, as I'm going to call it from now on. Then we went back here to the tree, and this one has the good bungee on there. So it's going to hold it in place. So if it were to rain, which it's not, the water would just go come down the middle. Speaking of the middle, what I did right here, oh, low bridge, there might have been a pole or something that went through here. I'm not sure. But I went ahead and put some poly rope in there, triangled it, stuck it down to the ground, which pulled this down so the water would flow. And then we got these tie outs here, and I kind of pulled them down too, which this needs to be, you know, I don't need to tighten it. It'll be fine. If it rained, I would tighten it out a little bit more. Did the same thing over here. This worked out perfectly. Went to this tree with the bungee. Perfect. I could probably go a little lower on that one. I think we'll be all right, but we got a good water flow going. Although I think it would puddle right there. I'm not sure. But yeah, we're gonna bring this tarp out again and do some experimenting with it. Color-wise, it kind of blends in. Not much. Oh, it just got dark. Clouds are coming in. Interesting. Alrighty. Then here's our other support that goes to the tree, which you've already seen. Tied the tied the tarp off right there. And I don't know if you can see these lines. Let me show them to you real quick. So we went there to the tree, around the tree, to the beaner, over the tree, down, tied them up. We're good. All right, next. I'm freaking starving. I'm not even kidding. I don't know what time it is, but I'm hungry. So I'm gonna process some wood, and we're gonna try to get that sucker fired up. Everything is processed and ready to go. First thing is we need to dig out the front. Not a problem. This ground is so wet. Oh, this is not good. Yeah. Can't remember how far back I need to go. You got to be careful. I don't want it to collapse in on it. So, yeah, it looks good. Don't have to worry about burning the woods down today, that's for sure. All right, let's go a little bit more. It might be a little too much, but yeah, what the heck. All right, got our hole dug out. Look how wet that is. All right, we got dry sand here. All right, good dry sand. I think that's good. Next, the big problem is the top. We need to, this might work. Oval a hole out in the top a little bit without collapsing it. What else do we have? Oh, this one will work. I can't believe this thing's stayed together so long. I thought for sure it'd break. Okay. Looks good. Yeah, we're gonna need this because it's so wet, and the egg drop fire starter. Put that in there. Light this little guy up and cross our fingers. Which way is the wind going? Still heading a little bit towards the road, so we got to get this thing smokeless as soon as possible. There we go. And let's see. I think this will be okay up here. It feels all right. Yeah. Okay, start to feel heat coming up. All right, next, we're gonna load this sucker up with wood and cross our freaking fingers that it works. There we go. It's actually freaking working. I can't believe it. I'm still getting smoke, which is to be expected because everything's wet. I'm still getting a lot of steam coming out of the top. So I think I'm gonna let it run for a bit and fire harden that sand, silt, clay mix. And hopefully it'll be ready here shortly, because I am worried about all the smoke it's putting out. That will give away our position. On the plus side, it's gonna make the new shelter smell good. Let's take a look at this divot. That's where I got all the soil, or the dirt, I guess you would call it, clay, to build the rocket stove. And what I'm going to do while this is heating up is I'm just going to scrape all the leaves out of there so we can put this all back here in a little bit. I think we're ready, friends. It's coming out the top and it's heat, not steam heat. And it's quite nicely fire hardened. I am still getting some flames coming out from the front. I think that's because I didn't dig far enough back. But you know what? It's gonna work. Problem, ow, wow, that's hot. Besides me setting my freaking knee on fire. Normally I would have some tent sticks to put on there to hold this cup in place, but I don't have any that I want to set on fire yet. I got the brand new titanium ones, and I'm not really ready to torture them. Let's put it that way. So we're having, I'm gonna save that water, a Peak One breakfast skillet. I picked these up a little while back. They're expensive, I'm not lying. It's for 2 servings. It's 39 grams of protein, which is pretty freaking good. Usual instructions. Man, there's a lot of freaking food in there. Let's get this water on, then we'll take a look at that. So what I'm gonna do is put this piece of wood there and this piece of wood here, and hopefully, wow, that is fire hardened. It doesn't, there we go, burn in half until the water starts boiling. We'll see. I think we're going to be all right. Man, there's a lot of heat coming out of there. All right, anyway, let's pop this little guy open and take a real look. Man, it is starting to get dark out. I know it's, there might be something coming in. It's not supposed to rain, but you never know. All right. Oh, wow. Holy crud. Yeah. Oh my God, we might need more water. Look at this. That thing is freaking full of goodness. Huh. Alright. Let's keep an eye on that so we don't accidentally have the sticks burn in half. But holy crap, it's pretty close to a boil anyway. So this happened. I wasn't paying attention and I got sidetracked and one of the sticks burnt through and the water spilled, and I pretty much had to start all over again. But we achieved and well, we had an aggressive bubble going. I really don't want to put any more wood in there because we don't need it. And of course there's dirt. All right, let's see what this tastes like. Oh my God, that's hot. Let's put you up here. God, I hope I got enough water. This is a lot of food. It already freaking smells good. I think oh my Lanta. It smells really good. We're gonna need all that water. Yeah. I think rehydration, look at that. Doesn't that look good? Rehydration time on this, I think, is maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I'm not sure. But so we're gonna let that set for a little bit. I might put some more water in there here in a minute. We'll see. We're gonna move this out of the way. Next thing I want to do, not burn the oilcloth, is I want to take off the supports around this above ground rocket stove and see if it'll self-sustain. I think it will. These should break right off. I just used baling wire, theoretically. I might have to go, oh no. I might, oh there it goes. I was gonna have to go get my multi-tool, but we're gonna put this somewhere I don't trip on it. And there should be another one over here. It'll pop right off. Trying to be very careful not to let it collapse on itself. Okay, I think this can come off now. Ooh! We had a little bit of a collapse here. Not a big deal. And that was my fault. I shouldn't have yanked on the supports so hard. There we go. Okay, we got the other piece off. Put that over there. Carefully pull this little guy apart. Oh, you can see the steam coming out of here. Yeah, we're gonna make sure that nothing's on fire before I lay it. Man, those are in there good. Oh, that's full of ants. You know what? I think we're gonna stop right there for the minute. Yeah, I'm gonna have freaking ants all over me. We have found an ant colony. We're gonna hold up just for a little bit. We'll get back to this project after we eat. Yeah, it's not good. Let's give this a try. I think it's been a good 10 minutes maybe. I don't know. I got sidetracked again. That is a lot of freaking food. Look at the steam coming out of there. It's yeah, let's get prepared just in case. Look at that. All right, here we go. Oh. Oh, but that's good though. That is real good. Oh, let's look at the sodium count, shall we? I literally cannot see this without my glasses on. I'm gonna go real slow. Sodium. That's quite a bit. 30%. That's 600, is it? Oh wow. Yeah, that's a lot of salt, friends. But it's still pretty freaking good. And honestly, if you're out sweating when you're backpacking, you burn a lot of that off, the salt or the sodium, because that is an electrolyte. And you are, oh, look at that big tomato. And you are kind of replenishing that. That was really good. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm full. I am definitely full. I just wish they weren't so expensive. I'm getting quite a pile of trash to clean up. Well, we got to take this apart. I think the fire is out. Yep. I kind of poured some water on it, covered it with dirt while you guys weren't looking. And let's piss the ants off even more, shall we? Okay. What I'm looking for is hot spots on this wood. We don't want to start any fires. I don't think there's going to be any, but boy, you can see the steam coming out of there. Look at that. So far, so good. I think we're okay. Yeah. I think it's going to rain tomorrow. I'm not too worried about it, which is good because it's going to level this area out. Oh, there it goes. We still have some hot coals right there. Oh, look at all them ants. They are pissed. This is not good. Yep. They're not going to be happy at all, huh? I don't know if you can hear this or not, but it's freaking sprinkling. It's not reaching the ground yet. Go figure, huh? Oh well, not a big deal. I've got it all stomped down, and you can kind of barely tell where I was. I don't want to put any leaves on it yet. I put all the wood over here. I'm going to 100% check for hot spots before I disperse it. I did find one right there, but I just put it out with my fire hose. And this is almost filled in all the way. That's good. So that looks good. Next, I think I'm going to go ahead and break the camp down because apparently I'm going to end up getting wet on the way out of here. Of course, I couldn't tell you because I can't see the sky from where I'm at, but you can hear it just sprinkling on the trees. Yeah. Maybe you can hear it now. No, probably not. So I'm going to take it, I think I'm going to take it all down. I mean, I'm happy with the build. It will work again for another time, but I need to modify a lot of stuff, like put that center section in the middle, and you know, and the same thing for more support, and then dig the poles into the ground. That'll be a project for another day. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove everything. And yep, there's going to be a hyperlapse. It's a sad day. The above ground rocket stove, it is gone. Yeah, I stomped that down really good, made sure there was no hot spots. There's somewhat of a divot there, not too bad. It'll dissipate once it rains. I made sure all the building materials that I threw out or dispersed around the area had no hot spots in them. I took down the tripod structure. I don't know what the heck you would call it. It's usable. I could have done an overnight in it. I'm not happy with the build, but hey, you don't know until you try. So I see the logs out certain areas of the woods that I know where they're at. I can find them again. And anyway, in a couple weeks, you're not going to be able to see it, because take this for instance. This was a build project I worked on a while back, and everything's growing up over it. And with the canopy now opened up and the sunlight can come in, it won't be long until the strangleweed takes over. Let's see what else. I picked up all the trash, including that beer can. I threw it in the cooler to carry out with us. This would make a great camping area. I mean, you got plenty of materials. It's just the road is not that far from here, and it's just too close. I mean, if you had a good fire going, they're gonna see it. But for a build area, yeah, it's not bad. Okay, so the river is that way. Where's the sun at? Well, we can't see the sun. So we're gonna go in that direction, kind of diagonally, and see if we can't run into the river. I also crop dusted myself again with the bug spray, the Deep Off Dry. Oh, and a lot of you, hey, if you made it this far, a lot of you have noticed that my shirt is tucked in today, which I normally never do. The reason, to make sure the ticks don't crawl up my shirt, because I had a problem with that last week. That was a weakness in my defense barrier. So this is going to be fun. I'm thinking I don't want to walk through the thick stuff over there. So if we cut through this way, yes, we're going to backtrack just a little bit, not much. Yeah. Oh, the mosquitoes are popping out again. Okay, I think if we cut through here, I don't want to cut through there. Let's go this way. I found something that resembles the trail. We're going to take it out of here. It might be a game trail. I don't know. It could be the real trail. Just got a call from Jessica. I'm late. I can't tell if she's mad at me or not. I guess I'll find out when I get home. Pretty sure I won't be getting dinner though. I am on a time limit on Tuesdays. Not a big deal. Okay, so you can barely see it, but the river's there. We need to go this way. And I'll check the ticks up here in a little bit, once we get past all this high grass, just to make sure. Yeah, there's a lot of down trees here. Well, this is going to be unpleasant. Look how high this stuff is. And we can kind of see the river. See, we got some Missouri pricklies. You don't want to get caught up on them. We'll go around that. Oh boy. Let's go this way. Yep. I think I broke that on the way in, so this looks promising. And we got mulberries. Mulberries. We're gonna have to low bridge it. Yeah. I still got my cooler? Yep. Don't want to lose that. Then we're gonna come out through this. Look at all that strangleweed. And we can see the river. Huh. I don't know where that rain came from. Weird. We'll get a better look at the river once we get right about there. A woodpecker. Funny. There's a good look at the river. It hasn't gone up or down. It's just about the same, which is kind of weird. We've had a lot of rain lately. Wonder where it's all going. We'll find out. Found this rope, tarp, bunch of trash. Wonder what was going on there. We don't have that far until we get out of here. I think we're gonna skirt around this. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of close the video out, friends. I mean, there's not really much to see from here on out. I had a great day. We got rid of 3 dead trees, or dead standing, that were dangerous in my area with no problems. I built some kind of a tripod structure that didn't work out, but it's given me some ideas for other projects. Maybe I build 4 tripods and build a platform. I know that would work, but I got ideas. We tried out the peak breakfast meal. Freaking good, very filling. I would recommend crud. This is going to get real interesting. We'll find a hole. What else? Used the earth rocket stove for the second and last time. Disassembled it, or actually disassembled everything, turned the area back the way I found it, and we're good to go. I think next week I'm going to hike into my shelter, which will be the alternate route. I'll show you that, and then I'm going to film a video for YouTube, and it's probably either going to be a pack dump video that's been requested or something else. I'm not sure yet. All right, friends, thank you for coming along with me on my journey, and I'll see you on YouTube.